It's perfectly normal. Columbia fan, howdy, 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 howdy. My div, Bilbero. Let me know if I'm saying that right. It was a fart. I'm having that brain farts. I might as well get shot in the head. I'll be a better thinker. And the coffee's cooling off. It's not hot anymore. Guys, connecting to Columbia fan. We're not a connecting channel anymore, but I will mention that. Connect if not already. If you're not connected with Columbia fan, he has some awesome movie clips, right? Movie clips. Ms. Shingy Girls here, awesome. So, expats. Apparently, there's some cities in the Visayas, Dumaguete, Iloilo, Mactan, a few others. Let me pull my map up. And they're loaded with people who speak English, older men. Some of them aren't 60s, some of them are in their 40s and 50s, screwing around, chasing women. Uh, Visayas. All right. No, that's not. I don't want that. Apparently, there's avenues named Visaya Avenue. All right, there we go. Visayas. Iloilo City is not the same as. Oh, that's Leyte. Okay, so we got Cebu, we got Bohol, we got Bacolod, Iloilo City. All those places where all the expats go. And they all say, I don't like Manila, but they're all, I shouldn't say all, I don't know everything, shouldn't say all, but, and you, Darren, you were doing it too. You're doing it in a different way. You're doing it with secret fiancés, which to me is it's a slap in the face to your fiance. You're not doing her justice. So stop chasing women. When you chat with somebody, if you chat twice, they're falling in love with you. That that girl Jay, not Jenny J, introduced me to Norma. Norma said, "Who the heck is he?" uh, Long story, but we're not talking about that. Well, yes, we are, because do this instead. You need to work on yourself, expats. Um, if you're here, and a lot of you are coming back. I was there too. I came back and forth. I had a corporate job. I was a hotel controller, airport hotel controller. Many of you don't know what that is. Um, I gotta fix this. Let's get down with the peak. Yeah, right. Get that down there. So it's time to go to bed and under the covers right now. I'm cold and my mattress is too big. What? You're cold? Oh, this is the land of big heat. Big heat. Anyway, thanks for the thumbs up, guys. Thank you so much. If you're involved in the show, please do that. If you're a true friend, Mike G's got to control himself while he's in. Well, Darren, some of us have secret transgressions. I don't want to rub it in, but I just want to remind you that if you still have a secret, I still don't know who your wife is, and there's no video of a wedding. So if you're if you're a YouTuber and you just got married, where's the video? You're the one that said video everything. So you made a mistake and you videoed stuff you shouldn't have videoed. I don't want to rub that in too much, but Gina Mawalik Kapalak, thumbs up. Thank you so much. I will blue jacket you. All right. Not that we're not doing sub for sub. The big channels like vidIQ, they'll tell you that's the stupidest advice you can give is to play sub for sub and create ninjas to give subs to people. I'll give you 10. I get 10 ninjas plus my own account. No. And then, the next day they have 10 more subscribers and then they lose 9 of them because they're not watching videos. Do I have to say that in Tagalog? I will. They're not watching video. So this sub for sub should stop. I hate that when I'm doing that. If you get a blue jacket, don't drop your link. Go to the channels that you want to connect with. Right click on computer, pull down the drop down feature, go to channel and watch a video. You gotta watch a video, guys. You can't just. That's why dropping your link doesn't help you because people don't know. You can tell them 10 times they're not listening. 10 times they're not listening. It's funny, XYZ, because Mike G said the same thing about you. Control him. No, I don't control people. I don't control people. So, but the thing you got to do for the pandemic fixed me, even though it's a scam. It's one of the 5 scams in the world. There's no pandemic. There's a COVID virus. There's a virus named COVID that was created by man. It's gain of function off of a natural virus. They created gain of function in a lab, and they leaked out. And the original virus was at its strongest, and it killed people. And then it got weaker and weaker. The mutations become weaker in a virus. They don't get worse. And then what they did was they scared you into thinking, oh, well, no mutation it's getting even worse. It doesn't work that way. Mutations, poodles don't turn into wolves. Wolves turn into German shepherds, and they turn into Great Danes, and they turn into collies and all these other types of Rottweilers and pit bulls, and then collies and all these more gentle dogs, beagles and bagels and poodles, and chihuahuas, and so after 1 or 2,000 years or more, you get all these little lap dogs. Philippines loves dogs. Life in North Carolina. What's going on? What's going on? So Darren, I can give you the link, but you got to come up. You'll be on the hot seat. I promise it won't be vulgar. I will speak truth, which I don't know much about the truth with you, though. That's the problem. Monroe is in the house. Awesome. Life in North Carolina. Oh, I get TikTok updates. So I see video after video. I don't watch them all, but I see them. And you always see like 2 guys doing it, and they speak English. They're older. They may not be older than me, but they're past the 20s and 30s. It's like Dumaguete is the greatest. You go to Dumaguete, and then you tell me it's the greatest place in the world for a foreigner to live in, with other foreigners chasing the same girls. That is utterly ridiculous. And then everyone's watching that because there's more of you than I can count, which is ridiculous. You got to work on yourself. So when Jay gave me Norma's contact information, it was all super private. I had to put a dent in the wall and crack in. And then finally she got back to me and said, she says you're a good guy. So anyway, and then the rest is history, as you all know. Many of you know, I should say. Um, Thank you for the thumbs up, guys. Thank you. It's free. See, the fact that you're not hitting the thumbs up button tells me that you're you don't listen. You're not friendly people. That's all right, because I'm just getting started. I'm just getting started. I decided not to wear my YouTube shirt or my J Mike shirt. They don't get viewers. I get my tribal shirt on now. Steve Enlow, Megaliv shout out. I'm hearing that people hate to hear Megaliv shout out. I don't know why. There's my room. There's a look at the sunny day out there. Back to that later. I'm getting an orientation warning. I don't know why. Anyway, this tripod is not stable. Marno, how do you use this? It's no good. I get one coming today. It's shipping in by Lazada. So where was I? Expats. Stop chasing women. What is it with men? And then they make videos like, you men out there don't know how to get girls. It doesn't work that way. If you're chasing women like checking the boxes, I get 5, I get 6, I get 7. No, I did 5, I did 6, I did 7. Yeah, you are among the big jerks, and your time is gonna end, and buttons aren't working. Your time is going to end, and it's not going to end well. You see guys in here talking about, click here for dating advice, click here for advice on how to start a porn business. They word it differently. They don't use the word porn. And then they think that they're the men that know how to get. No, you're the men that know how to get idiot girls that you're going to dump. It's not going to end well. And there's also men coming after you too. Right, Rick Glasso? Men are coming after them. That's why they don't show their face. They don't want you to know who they are. And then you're all out there doing videos about, do you want to get here? It's the greatest place. If I go there, it'll only be to see what you're talking about. But where I live is the greatest place. This is fantastic. We are in a province on the main island of Luzon. DD will twerk after 100 likes. You're giving yourself likes. I don't understand what is going on here. What is it? You are delusional. You need to stop playing with women because women get their hopes up, even though they don't really know you yet, but they still have their hopes up. It's like, okay. Sunshine Shoulders did a video, I think, about yesterday or the day before, about expats. You're not broke. You have money. And in fact, compared to the average Filipino, you're rich. Even if it is a certain fixed income, that's he mentioned a dollar amount that I don't make that much money. I'm living richly. I'm very fortunate. Some things are going my way that money can't buy. But 3 years ago, I didn't have Norma. I was stuck in the travel ban during the pandemic, and I thought, okay, I'll learn some Tagalog phrases and word and stuff like that. Well, adjectives, verbs, and nouns, and some phrases, and I'll learn the guitar. Or you don't learn the guitar; you learn things about the guitar. So that's what I had to do. Are you on Darren? No, it is Darren. XYZ is Darren because people don't talk about other people that way. That's an easy giveaway. So But Brett, ask him why he's promoting himself here. We're not promoting here. This is not a promotion channel, even though I give away jackets as a courtesy. If you want to connect, I advise you not to drop your link. I advise you to directly connect with the other people here that you wish. When we twerked after 100 likes, nobody was twerking. It was like ridiculous. So yeah, you no longer have to ask them if it's down. It's down. So you're still not listening. I have said 50 times. I gave Ellie over 200 watch hours, and he thinks he said "fuck you" to me. Why? Someone's put him up to that. I don't know what you guys did because I'm not really watching all the. Hard to watch a whole live stream unless you're the host. But you got to get subs generically. You got to soak them in with your videos because if they don't enjoy watching your videos, if they're watching a video and they say, I want to watch this guy's next video or at least one of his upcoming videos, that's why they subscribe. There's no other reason. So if people are just subscribing because they're doing you a favor, I got 10 ninjas, I'll give you 10 subscribers. It doesn't do anybody any favors. If they have the perception that they're rocking and rolling because they keep going to you for, why don't they have 15,000 subscribers with? For as long as you've been on YouTube, a million views is nothing. If you've been on YouTube for 3 years, right, and you were 28 days to 1,000 subs, how did you get those 1,000 subs? You fished for all of them. That doesn't help because they're not coming back. They stopped watching you. That's why. So it's not too late, but you've got to start doing the real work. And here's where I made a mistake. Fishing is not real work. Real work is making videos, and not just making videos. A lot of people are making good videos, but they're not putting in the work in the editing. You must edit. I don't want hundreds of views. I want 50,000 plus. See, that's where you're thinking too small. Getting 3, 4, 500 views, or even 600. Some of our videos got up to 800 views. And then when Murad passed away, a couple of our videos got 900,000, 1,200. Those are special videos. But when you do a grand live stream, you're asking people to give you money. And fundraisers don't work that way. Fundraisers don't work that way. Now you're changing my live stream. This is about expats. Stop chasing women. Do this instead. When you have a girlfriend, right? The second thing she does is she invites you to have a meal with her family, and that makes her your girlfriend. If you think, oh, I'm going to dump her because I'm tired of having sex with her or whatever it is, I don't like her face, then you're an evil person. Norma's not perfect, but she does things that none of my girlfriends ever did, or ex-wife, my first wife. Rest her soul. I'm not trying to roll her under a bus. We have beautiful daughters and grandchildren. I will give her that. She was a good mother. But there are noticeable things that she never did. And I was married to her for 26 years. No one's perfect. So when you're with someone, you see their flaws. I see Norma's flaws. And I say to myself, I must have flaws too. When I don't shower, after 10, 20 hours, 24 hours, I don't smell good. But you're the last one to notice that. If you don't brush and floss your teeth, your breath's no good, etc., etc. So I'm not perfect. Tell me who Mrs. Darren Dobson is. Tell us who it is, or you're lying. I want to. Why isn't there a video? See, that's disrespect to your wife that there's no video. You disrespected her right there. So you're off on the wrong foot. And you're not listening. You don't listen. Hundreds of views. We're going to get hundreds of views today, right now, on this live stream. You want to see? We've been live for 25 minutes, coming up on 25 minutes. Thank you for smashing that like button, guys. If you're on your phone, touch the three dots near the top, and you'll see a drop down and a thumbs up. Touch that if you would, please. It's free. It's free, guys. Thumbs up. It's free. Thank you. So we're going to analyze. Been live for 25 minutes, 26 minutes. Let's see what's happening. We peaked at 27. Thank you guys for coming in. Thank you so much. That was a few minutes ago. All right, so let's see. Wait. Oh, this always happens. I monetize it and then it shuts off when you go live, and then you got to go back in and set it again. So we're gonna let. All right. You may or may not see an ad right now, guys. So I'm just getting started. See, this is what I'm talking about. When expats tend to be people that don't listen, and then they tell you how the place they're in is the best. I heard, and I get good information. Dumaguete is becoming overrun and overpopulated by older men that speak English. Someone said it's not the same anymore. Women don't look at me the same. There's two reasons for that. Number one, you're much older than the last time you were there, and you were already old that time. So now you're older and less good looking. Maybe you took a turn for the worse. Number two, there's more competition against you. So, and the other thing is, maybe number three is, the girls who are interested are older and wiser. Um, they're getting smart. They're on to you. You can't just come here, you're white or you speak English, snap your fingers. I want girls. Bartender, waitress, send me some more girls over here. One will sit on my lap, the other one will dance with your butt in my face. And you're 60. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. So, what the heck is up with that, guys? What is up with that? Let me switch over here. I gotta look at my backup. We got baby kittens. They're getting dragged around. I don't know. Norma doesn't want kittens in the house. I don't know why. They're harmless. The mother doesn't want to leave them outside. So, oh, okay, so we got off to a lousy start. That did not help the channel. Maybe we should start over. Anyway, thanks for coming in, guys. Tell me, if you don't tell me who Mrs. DD is, it's because she doesn't exist. You're just pretending. So, which tells me you're sick, because why do you keep doing? You did this 2 years ago with your secret girlfriends. Secret fiance. That's the worst. If you have a fiance and she's really your fiance, that means you have a wedding date set. That's plans. You have plans. I always say make a plan. um, and then nobody knows who it is, and then you're married, you're happily married, and there's no video. Who who is married that does not have video of the wedding, of the celebration, even if it's just a little bit of video? There's Everyone has a phone. There's video on every event. Everyone's taking pictures. People go to eat lunch at the mall. They get pictures. At least they have pictures, at the very least. But you're a YouTuber and you get no video of your wedding or any of your girlfriends. There's no video. But yet there's pictures of your dick on the internet. That's the other thing. You don't have to chase. I didn't chase women. I didn't chase Norma, and I'm not rejecting her. Norma takes care of me. Even if we were living in a box, she takes care. She does things for me that it doesn't stop. If you were going to get married, I would have had pictures of my fiance on Facebook. This is my fiance. It's the reason I stopped seeing my first girlfriend in the Philippines. I wanted her picture, and she said, no, I'm private. And so I said, all right, we're never getting married. So I ended it. And I told her I will be forever grateful for her. She did things that my wife never did, out of love and affection. But Western men think they're going to just play the field for the rest of their lives. I'm just going to keep playing the field like, it's going to be like a blue pill. If you're taking the blue pill, you're throwing your money away. Men think that they need pills and that they need all this insurance. It's like, it's utterly ridiculous. Pills, insurance, and girls. Well, I hope your life ends well, because the longer you live, the less that's going to end well. I know the men that are doing the videos, it's like they have all these girlfriends. It's like, maybe not all at once, it's one after the other. 11 to 1, what does that mean? Yeah, one game. Baseball, there's so many games in baseball. At the end of the season, you get the best records. That's really all that matters. Any big league team can win any game. You're looking for consistency. So, growing up, baseball was my favorite sport, but now I don't really watch that much. It's fun to watch pitcher batter. You see the long ball and strikeout. That's exciting. 20 and 18. So there, yeah. Don't don't get your heart too deep into that. The older you get, the more you'll realize that. I used to freak out when I was like 30 and 40, right, right up until I was about 40, maybe, right around there. And then I said to myself, it's not that important. Because the owners of your team don't think it's that important. Why should you? People lose their minds over their team losing one. Especially, you play 162 games without playoffs in baseball, right? And you're losing your mind over one game. I was the same way. I would have a couple of drinks, it'd be a Sunday, and it's like, we fucking suck. It's like, your team put a roster out there, and then that's it. Even 22 and 15, that's really not that. When you compare it to the best records in football, that's nothing. 22 and 15 is nothing. So I wouldn't get my hopes up, especially this time of year. Even the best records, the teams that win 100 games, they're a little over 600 winning percentage. That's only 60% of the only winning 60% of their games. That's nothing percentage wise. But the only thing is, it's ahead of the others. So the teams are really beating each other up in baseball. So I don't understand all these metrics. For what? The strikeout and the home run, you get four pitchers that can, with a reliever that can strike out, two relievers that can just strike out a lot of people. and a couple of batters that can hit the ball over the fence, you're going to be the world champs. Pretty close to it. So that's why I don't really pay much attention to baseball. Pitcher catcher is exciting to watch, but that's it. I can't, all the other stuff. Run prevention. Run prevention is your starting pitcher. That's run prevention. If he throws hard and has a wiggle pitch, you're in control. You know, easier said than done. So everyone thinks football is fixed. There's certain situations where they'll the refs do have some control over that, but when it comes down to it, maybe something that will set the tone. There's a call, and then that's the play's negated. No, we can't set the tone. Now we're screwed. If you have the loser mentality, then you will be screwed. So you have to be able to get over that, and that's what the winning teams do in football. You can't let a call or two affect the momentum of the game. You have to hang in there. Thank you, guys. So, Brett, you and Darren changed the subject of this live stream. Screwed it all up. That's okay. Thank you. Oh, they're still here. Okay. The third anniversary live stream tomorrow. Why are you doing that? No one cares. Tell us what you're doing next. Who is your wife? When is the video coming out of the wedding? How long have you been married? Where did you get married? Who is your family in the Philippines, right? When I first got here, we had visitors, and we had a lot of them. Norma's family, and I really noticed that almost everyone was related to Norma. They want to know who I am. They want to see how I'm fitting in. Even like a year later, I'm at her grandmother's cousins, all the cousins from her grandmother, were at a pool party, which lasted all day long, from 2. Actually, we were there before 2. And so noontime until like 10, 11 o'clock at night. So pretty much 11 hours. We were there singing, we karaoke. There's always karaoke with these parties, whether it's at their apartments or whether it's at a like a banquet place, like they call it a resort, because it's always outdoors. Everything is outdoor space. You have a roof where you can sit under the roof because there's either too much sun or rain. So, but there is area out in the open space, but then there's area, so you get a lot of overhang, and then there's some spaces indoors too where you can change and all that stuff. But family is everything here, and the expats are all on a rampage, and it's nothing to do with family. They don't care. They're all sick men. There's 7 of the top 20 websites on the planet Earth are porn because men don't care. They only care about their own dick. It's sickening. And I know who they are. They're all watching the videos of, oh, no, is the best place in the world. And then, 50,000 views. And it's like, it's a gay video. Oh, I'm getting girls. No, you're gay. 72 and sunny. If it was 72 here, we would all be like wearing jackets and long pants. You're wearing long pants, right? So people that live in the north, Washington, Oregon, Minnesota, Dakotas, New England, Michigan, they all wear long pants. Oh, they think 72 is warm. Here, 72 is cold. A team will ever go undefeated in the NFL again. The 16-0 Patriots, and then they won their 2 playoff games. That was very exciting. The thing is, they were beat down. New York won that game because New England was beat down. They beat themselves down to get the perfect record. But then 1 or 2 years later, Indianapolis was trying to get a perfect record. They were like 13-0, something like that. and they decided to take it easy, but they fell too far, and they got so that was a mistake. You can't let up. You got to keep going. 75, yeah, 75 is on the cold side here. That's like overnight weather. Even like last night, let's check out the weather. Weather, the low, does it even say the low? Today's Friday, right? The day started off 83. So right at, at dawn, it was 83 degrees. So now this is the hot season. So it's 91 right now. 63% humidity is what it says. Chance of rain today. It's been hot and dry for a month. We've had a month of weather in the 90s, like high 90s. So it's been very humid and hot. It's even hard to cool the house off unless you're sitting right in front of the air conditioner. Oh, now it's 17 games. Yeah. So what was best record last year? It was 14-3. Who had the best record? Even the Chiefs, their record wasn't that great compared to excessive heat today expected. So it's still early. It's only 10:20. We're expecting excessive heat. It's only 10:20 a.m. It's already 33 Fahrenheit, so 91. So it's still early. It should get up in. There's a little cloud cover right now, but we're for the area that it's not all cloudy, so I'm not exactly sure how that's going to play out. But it should be pretty hot. Yeah, but Miami beat all comers, so I admit, no, I was a kid, but to me, being in New England, I thought Miami was fantastic. I had no issue with that. I actually like to see teams in football. I like it when teams, and it's not very often. So if a team is 14-2 or 15-1, like the Bears were 15-1, they beat my team in the Super Bowl. Even though the Patriots started off okay, but the thing is, their best player got hurt on the first play of the game, so he was out of the game. Season-ending injury on the opening play from scrimmage. That was hard to swallow. Well, I guess it's not going to be our day. I don't. So he must have been beat down for that to happen. That's why that happens. You are beat. You are beat down, and then your injury comes. That's fatigue. In the Super Bowl between New England and Carolina, because I remember this specifically, three of New England's defensive backs, and they were using more than four. They were using like 7 or 8. Three of them ended up with broken bones in their lower body. So either ankles or feet, or something, or shin, something like that. Three had broken bones in the Super Bowl. So they toughed it out. They were very fortunate to win that Super Bowl. Very fortunate. So I still wanted to talk about expats, but they're going away. They're all chasing women. There's thousands of them here on vacation or living here or on extended visas because they like it. And they're chasing women and they're like putting notches in their belt. It's not going to end well, guys. You piss people off. Filipinos are family oriented and they've got lots of family. Even if they don't have kids, they have hundreds, if not 100, cousins and nieces and nephews. If you want to stop all the injuries, take away the helmet. That's the problem. They're making the helmets like tips of missiles. Players not, they can launch and they won't get hurt. That's why they're making rules against the defense. You can play with the broken or some bones are stress line fractures. You can play with it because when the adrenaline's pumping, you don't really feel the. I mean, you get pain in every play. Some guys. So, but you can only go so long. Once that cools off, you know you can't keep going in there. So you can play a little bit on certain types of breaks. But the Joe Theismann smashed leg that that ended his career. That's you can't play anymore after that. Yeah, you can only do so much though. So in the heat of the moment, of breaks, certain types of players can do better than the cold replacement. You don't want to bring someone in cold. So maybe he's got a few more plays in him, but maybe not. It just depends. Um, in 1985, Kevin McHale said he was playing on a stress fracture in his foot against the Lakers. So he couldn't do a whole lot. Robert Parrish said, I had fatigue because we celebrated getting to the finals. They were the world champs from '84, but they were still having stuff like wine with dinner and things like that. So they weren't gung ho again. That's why it's so hard to repeat because everyone's celebrating so much. They use alcohol or whatever it is, or they let up, and then that's all it takes. Two broken ribs. Yeah, you get cracked ribs. He could probably play. Now, did he dress with broken ribs? See, I don't know where he came from school, but he's still today is considered one of the greatest to ever suit up in basketball. He was probably like Carl Malone. I can't compare their playing style, but that's what I would say. I'm no expert, but probably because Carl Malone never won a title, and I don't think Elgin Baylor ever won a title either, not in the NBA. So and they were both power forwards. So in that regard, I would I would compare him. I would give him the comp to Carl Malone. For those who don't know, right? I mean, what do you think? So expats, this business of expats, 6'5". Charles Barkley is 6'5". So let's compare him to Charles Barkley, who was also considered great. He was always in those TV commercials with Bird and Jordan. Uh, I still think the Celtics back then could have had another title. They could have won it in '85. Either, I mean, that could have gone either way that year. So they were right there, like two or three more times. They were like right at the top. So the Lakers got five. It could easily have been the Celtics. They didn't have the bench back then. John Stockton. No, he's a different type of player. Stockton's a guard. We're talking about big guys. Barkley was the same size as Elgin Baylor. The round mound of rebound. He was a rebounder at 6'5". And then the skinny little Dennis Rodman at 6'8" is one of the greatest rebounders of all time. And they always show when you see the story of this guy and that guy, It's always a sad story. Even in music, in sports, it's always a sad story. It's like, why? Everyone has sadness in their life. But for some reason, everyone wants to, because you get women to watch. If women don't watch it, it won't get watched. Because women control the clicker. So you always get a sad story. With expats, you got to realize that when you get a woman, her family comes with her. In the Philippines, the family, like in America, every woman has her favorite family members, and that's it. And that's all you're going to get. It doesn't matter whether it's her mother or father. Oh, he's there, but screw him. That's the American mentality. But in the Philippines, it's all or nothing. So if you're involved with a Filipina, you're getting her family. And expats don't understand that because they come from America. The liar Americans are liars. It's America's screwed up. They're all on pills. I already said that. Pills, lies. They think they're gonna get like many women. It's like, why are men dreaming of that? Because they're into porn. Get your ass out of the porn pages. Shut those companies down. Mitt Romney got defeated by Barack Obama for president because Romney was against porn. Oh, I'm voting for Obama. He's for freedom. Little did you know that there was nothing about freedom in Barack Obama's DNA. He's a total communist. Total communist. He's a globalist. They want to take power. That's true. You know, people are saying to me, "Gee, don't talk about that. Nobody cares. You don't care about your own future in your own life. There's a future beyond your death, guys. In case you didn't know it. You think you were created just to live a couple of moments and die? No, you won't help anyone grow their channel down. The people that go to your live streams, they don't grow. When they start growing, they leave. They go away, and it's not because of you. It's because of other things like videos. If you're not making consistent videos, quality videos with thumbnails and first 30 seconds, you won't be successful. I'm still struggling with the first 30 seconds because I changed the format. Like I could show a waterfall video and that was pretty good because you get the waterfall, that's a good 30 seconds. But now we're doing the videos a little differently, so I got to figure out how to get that just right. I got to figure that out to keep people to create a hook. So I know what to do now. It's a different story to do it, so that means putting it all together. So you get nothing to do with videos. You have some video content, but it's not really you. It's something. So you don't. There's no theme. One of the things people that have vlogs where they're just throwing all sorts of videos out there, you won't get consistent views. It's the same for me. So it doesn't help. Um, so if you notice, there's lots of Jeepney shorts, but that's only the shorts. No, I'm doing longer videos about the Jeepney dilemma in the news because it's a Filipino thing. So you're not helping anyone grow their channel because you're not doing the things to grow your own channel. All you did was fish for subscribers, and you're still doing that. So you don't have any videos with 50,000 views or a lot of consistent views across the table. What's your average view? You can never hide that. My average view is 1.6 thousand per video, including shorts, regular, and live streams. 1.6 thousand. Now, that's not a lot of average watch time. You can't figure that out. You need me to tell you that. But that in itself isn't a lot of average watch time. The average watch time on all videos in YouTube life For the history of YouTube, the average watch time is 30 seconds. YouTube says that. All the searches say that. So what are you doing to get your average up? What are you doing? If you have a video with over 500 views, that's a good video, even though it's not enough. It's not enough. So when I say these things, he says the same things, so he's not listening. That's the mark of someone that doesn't have a channel. You're not listening. So why would you ever fix your channel? You can't fix your channel. You have all the same subscribers on all your channels. You could have a ninja with 1,000 subscribers with all the other. I don't know how many ninjas you have, but you have more than me. I only have one, and it will never go in your channel. It's just sitting there. It'll never go into your watch any videos. He can't. He's plugging Darren too much. I don't have. My mother wouldn't come here and plug me and say he's such a nice guy. She doesn't do that. My own mother. I love you, Jay. I love you like a son, but I'm not watching your videos. My daughters and my mother don't watch my. One of my daughters, they watch like one or two of my videos way back, but that's it. And then your early videos suck. They're just going to suck. My new videos still have mistakes in them, and I can't. I'm trying to get away from that. Why should it be on your live stream? I keep giving you the link to come in here, and you don't. No one will care if I post that. No one will care. No one will care. No one will care. If you want to come up, tell me. There's one seat up here, so that people will come in for that, but they'll need some notice. I'll have to change the title. Darren's here! Exclamation point. Now watch. Who knows what they're going to say? I don't know. See, a friend to all is a friend to none. Socrates said that. Socrates, that some people say Socrates, Socrates. Um, you can't be a friend to all because that would not be true. That makes you a liar. But a friend to all. Judas was a friend to all. Judas! Right? Not Judah, Judas. Judas Iscariot was a friend to all. Now, you unbelievers don't know what I'm talking about. Brett, do you know who Judas Iscariot was? You still saying this? I told you years ago, a friend to all is a friend to none. Stop telling everyone that you help. You're not helping them, and if they think you are, right? Did you give Ellie 200 watch hours? Did you watch his nonsense for 200 watch? I did, because I played the wheel. You didn't do that. I did that. And Jerry didn't have enough videos. At least Ellie had some videos. But he was making mistakes on his videos, and he didn't want to understand what that was. I'm making mistakes on my videos. I'm learning to be a better editor. So that's my mistake is not being. I didn't start off as an editor. I was just putting raw video up. That doesn't work. People want to see edits. You know, some of the even shorts. If they're full of edits, people are going to watch. I don't know why. They're not thinking of why. What? He's still saying the same thing. That means he's not listening. He's just saying stuff. He's probably got the volume down. He's not even listening, and he's just posting stuff because he already knows what he wants to say. Yeah, if you don't edit your videos, you're never going to get views because you have the first 30 seconds has to have a hook. You have to hook people into watching another minute or two. Like, I want to see this, so there has to be curiosity, desire, or fear. Those emotions have to be in the video, and the thumbnail has to like bring that out to make them click, and then the title has to tell me what I'm watching. And so to do all that is to do a good video, and it's hard to do. It's easier said than done. You can't just say I'm here to help. You're not helping anyone by bringing up the people on your panel that you're bringing up. None of them are doing anything. They're hardly saying much. Most of my I'm doing the same thing. I'm not, but I am doing a thumbnail. The only way to do a thumbnail in the short is to have it there for the whole length of the short. If it's not, because YouTube might take it away. They think some things don't belong there that you want there, and then you can't change that on a short. It has to be there or not. So they screw me up on a couple of good ones, but usually it's there. Every so often it gets screwed up, and YouTube does that, and then there's nothing I can do. You need on a short now. If it's a really short, like my shorts average 15 seconds. That's a really short. So you need 100% view, and you need a lot of them. So if I'm getting 7,000 views, it's really not bringing the pay. Now all my videos are averaging 1.6 thousand. All my videos. So if I'm getting a lot of shorts with 7,000, but a 7,000 view short with a 14-second average view, that's not really a lot of money. It's not. Now, if I can get my average up, then there'll be a little bit of money, but the average is nowhere near 7,000. So I know you're not even doing that well, you guys. Um, if you are, let me know. Let me know. Make yourself better. See, if you don't listen, you're not making yourself better. I'm here to help all. I will help you grow, or I am helping you grow. No, you're not. You're not listening because you're not responding to me. You're just saying the things you said 2 years ago. You're buying blocks of subs. It's like, how are you always ahead of me in subs when you don't have videos that are getting any views? Your average view is nowhere. Nowhere. Let's go look. Let's go look. Go look. You're making me go see your channel. Oh, isn't that cute? You should wear a wig. How many ninjas do you have? Or are you buying them? So let's go to your channel. All right. You only have 30,000 views in the last 30 days. views. But yet, you have 1,000 new subs. That's impossible. You have 1,000 new subs with only 30,000 views in the last 30 days. All in 30 days. That's not possible. So you're doing it over. They won't. They're not watching videos. You know. So let's do the math here. $18.71. 1123,525. One, two, three, 525. Okay. Divided by 1871. You only have a 600 view average. I'm averaging 1.6 thousand per video. You're averaging 600 views in your. I don't know how you're even getting that. I'm not even going to speculate on how you're doing that. But you're buying subs and thumbs up. I don't know what else you're buying. So, but when YouTube decides to verify you, you're getting paid because of super chats. So you every once in a while you do a grand live stream and you get all these super chats. Why? If you have to tell someone that you're a nice guy, you are not. These are facts. That's a fact. I'm a nice guy. Yeah, I like to have sex with 20 women. They're not women, they're girls. But I'll tell you one thing for sure: Filipino women have large families. They're gonna hurt you or kill you. That's why you're gonna try to get her to Canada. So who is she? And did she really marry you, or are you like jerking around the paperwork? Because the U.S. Well, you're not in the U.S., so you don't have the U.S. to worry about. We'll see. No one seems to know what's going on with you. See, Brett, he's not responded to anything I've said, which means he's probably not even got the volume on. He probably doesn't know what I'm saying. He's just posting stuff. It's the same thing he said 2 years ago. I help Ellie and Jerry. Ellie and Jerry, their channels are dead. Brett, either you're a video person or you're not. You can't just wait for your vacation because that doesn't make a consistent trip once a year to get video. That because then those videos will be start. You'll be start. So you're always starting over that way, which can be done, but then you have to be consistent. The hardest thing to do is to be consistent. That's the hardest thing. But if you're not listening, it won't work because you won't get the advice. You'll get some good video material, but video material doesn't always turn into a good video. I found out. Honey, this is going to be a great video. No, there's no hook, or there's always some type of mistake in the video. There's some type of mistake. So that's the other thing in the live streams. No one's listening. They don't care. They're not listening. I don't know why I go live. Probably because I want to talk. But no one's listening. This video is gonna suck because I didn't know. I accidentally went live and I didn't know it, and then I realized I was live, and I was upside down. It was like ridiculous. So this is a real disaster. We're going 8 days in Ireland, 6 days in Scotland. That's 2 weeks. And the travel time to go around the world, right? That's 2 days that you're incognito because of travel. 24 hours here, 24 hours back. Sometimes it's more. I One trip I went back and there was a long delay, so it was like 30 hours. It was a 5 or 6 hour delay. So it was 30 hours. And that's just to get to the airport. That's not my ride home, which is another, what time of day was it? That could be another hour or two to get home. By then it's like 32, 33 hours. Plus the hour getting ready to go to the Airbus, 35 hours. So, you're talking 35 hours. And then no matter how much you sleep on the plane, and you're not going to sleep much on the plane, even on a long flight like that, you'll fall asleep, but not that much. You'll just be tired from sitting and squeezed in. When I came home, I had the last time I went back to the United States before the pandemic, I had um, upgraded to not business class, but it was like it was a bigger seat. For some reason, I forget what they called it. I totally forgot. That was good. And then when they came back here, I got business class. Front row, that was awesome. But I didn't make a great video. They made me wear a mask. If you're not eating, you're gonna have your mask on. It was like some stupid rule. The 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 Anthony Fauci rule. Someone wrote a paper saying that the safest place in the world was on an airplane because they're filtering the air. They're filtering the air you breathe. And so we're wearing masks for no reason. That's another video that's coming. Everyone's afraid to do it because they don't want YouTube shutting them down. YouTube Premium Economy, that's what it was, yeah. I just forgot the term. Yeah, Premium Economy. It was a little bit of a price. You got to pay for that stuff. They want you to pay extra. You just get a bigger seat. So that's why they squeeze you in the small seats so they can get money for the bigger seats. A lot of money. If you want to get closed in and have your own space, that's going to cost you. I guess some of the highest priced seats on I'm trying to think of the name. I forgot the name of the. I'm forgetful sucker today. I didn't even know I was live. I don't know. I got to fix that. Premium economy. Yeah, you'll have room. You're not that big, right? If you're under 6 feet, that'll be good for you. Even if you are 6 feet, the premium economy is pretty good. You'll have leg room, and they give you a couple of things too. That kind of fun. DD travels business class. Yeah, because you don't travel that much. So MC Josh is here. Awesome. Good to see you. Thanks, Josh, for coming in. Thank you. So, Darren, do you listen to anything or are you on mute and then you're just saying stuff? Because you're not in a conversation. You're just saying stuff, which is annoying me. And Brett's looking stuff up. When I mention something, he looks up to get more information. Because I can tell when you're doing that because it gets too factual. When you're overly factual, like, here's the deal with that, then I know you're doing that. But that's good. Premium economy is fun. Business class, yeah. It is. It's wonderful to fly business class. It is wonderful. But I can't stand wearing that fucking mask. It's one of the biggest scams in the world is the pandemic. Why it's still going on is beyond me. I could mention it. Five, in my opinion, the five biggest scams in the world: the pandemic, the wearing of masks, global warming. I want to. He's a tall man. I want to kick his ass. It's okay, Jack. Jack just sent me a message. If you're watching, he's a bit busy. Okay, that's fine. Global warming is the other. Even before the pandemic, that was. I should have that number one. That's the biggest scam in the world. It ain't true. Joe Rogan got Candace Owens to admit that she wasn't knowledgeable about that. This was a couple of years ago. You're not. You're not looking up your facts, and now he's wrong. It's a big scam. Another one that people don't realize: Americans all have it. They all spend their money on it, and it's a lifelong subscription. For as long as you own computers, they're gonna buy computer antivirus, which is a scam. It's the biggest scam. Pills. When a doctor puts you on a prescription, you become his customer. That's another scam. Americans are all on pills. It almost happened to me. I was taking pills. Pills for weight loss, pills for health. Vitamins are pills. That's another scam. Um, all vitamins in America come from China. You fools. The other scam, and I'm sorry to say it because most of the expats are like over 50 and 60 years old. They all have health care, and they're all doing. Some of them are doing videos. You gotta have health care for what? If you're coming here because you need hospital coverage, hospitalization, I don't know what to say to you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Health care. You know, you're you're scheduling your life around the fact that you need hospitals. We're all gonna need a hospital. Filipinos, you just die at home. I'm not afraid of that. I'm no longer afraid of that. The people who are afraid of dying are all like padded up with insurance. It's like, okay, so you have to have lots of money. So all your big bucks is going to pills and insurance. The meal of the day, guys, it's an omelet with what's in there? We got tomato and cheese. What else? Cauliflower, tomato, and cheese. Hercules is here. Cameron Dobson's here. He's like mingling in the. He's lurking somewhere. Brett's here. Good. It's always good to see Hercules. Hercules is keeping a low profile. That's why he does that. He's keeping a low profile. Hercules. A lot of these expats are going down. They're liars and scammers. The problem is you're disrespecting the very person you call your girlfriend. You think it's your girlfriend, and you're showing her the ultimate disrespect. I don't even know who you're disrespecting. At one point it was Vivi Fats. I'm not even sure if she's the one anymore. I should run the list down, but that would be disrespecting them. And I should tell them who it is that you sexually assaulted, but that would be disrespectful to her. and I have proof that you did it. You sent me an apology video that proves that you did it. So Sean can shut up. And Jerry Boy, they can shut up. I have facts. I have proof. I have the receipts. Bacon and sunny side up eggs. This is a nice little omelet with cauliflower. There's a little bit of, I think that's tomato and cheese. Mostly egg though. It's delicious. Um, yep, Norma takes care of me. I had no idea that she was the, 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 the high quality cook that she is. She didn't brag about that. Let's see how this looks. I'm going to put this up there. How far back am I? I'm looking at my backup. Here we go. Okay. It's an old picture. That's like from the '90s. Old picture. That's she didn't have the hair straightened. She was in back when we didn't take pictures every day. We didn't have digital. Right before the digital age. No one knew that that was going to change because cameras kind of stayed the same for a long time. Mrs. DD knows that. Why can't you respond to anything I'm telling you? I want to know who your frickin' wife is. Yeah, both my parents were born in Canada, but I was born in the U.S. So I'm looking down at that. I can't see that. It's too dark to see this chat. They're the one watching now. So some of us believe that your fiance is fake. Now you're saying it's Mrs. DD. Why would there be a wife with no? You're a YouTuber and you have no video of your wedding. You also have no video of any fundraisers. Lemon ginger tea. Yeah, I made a lemon ginger turmeric for Norma this morning. Norma has one, at least one every day. In the morning, I start her day off with it's a turmeric ginger. So there's no charity video and there's no wedding video. I have two weddings. Norma and I had two weddings, and there's video on both. And there's video not only for the ceremony, but there's also video for the reception. And we don't. I give charity away by hand. I don't do a charity live stream. There's no reason to do that. My born on date. Why are you saying Budweiser? 1963. So my brother was born in '63. Why are Americans always taking pills? Don't do that. Don't take pills. They'll fight me too. The country that's making all the pills is China, because we don't want to do the hard work. We don't want to do that in the U.S. No, they want all the Silicon Valley jobs. See, Mrs. DD knows how to get a good husband. So you only get Filipinos only have a chance to get one husband. How can you say she knows how to get a good husband? Are you a good husband? First of all, you're disrespecting her by keeping her a secret. That would be public information number one for me. She would be public knowledge. I'm not ashamed of telling you my wife is normal. Thank you, everyone, for coming in. Thank you so much. So here we have an expat with a secret wife who was his secret fiance, whom you disrespected when you attacked Jay 5 days before you went to see her in my house. You did that. And I have the receipt to prove that because you sent me an apology video that I did not ask for. I still have that. It's private. It's never been seen by anyone except Norma. Norma's the only person that's ever seen that video. Oh, there's one other person. It's the person that greeted you in Cebu City. They did a video, and Yads took that video down. It was hard to hear what was being said. I think that's why she took it down. She got tired of the comments, I guess. Oh, I didn't know the thing about Budweiser. But anyway, let's keep going with this. So Darren's here with the ninja, using the ninja for using several ninjas for subscribers and thumbs up, and telling everybody he's a big channel. When you have no view, your viewing average is 600 views, which is pretty high for someone with no channel. I don't even know how you're doing that, but I guess someone's going to watch a video, I guess. But you know, how did you have no views for the last month and you have 1,000 more subscribers? How is that even possible? Every month you get another 1,000 subscribers. So when a month goes by, you have another 1,000 subscribers. That's not normal growth. You've got no views in the last 6 months. You get no views. Relatively speaking, no views. So this is what expats are doing. Just don't tell me that you're a big channel. Don't tell me you're a fundraiser or a charity, and don't tell me you're married. Stop doing that. Expats think that they're going to get numbers of women without regard to the fact that every female Filipina has a family larger than you know. And when you chat with her twice, she thinks that you're interested in her. And if she falls in love, she's going to be pissed off when she finds out you're just playing games. If you meet her family for food, that should be sealing the deal. That's what he's doing. He's grooming me to take him back. He's been here for the last 4 or 5 live streams, telling me how wonderful he is. You don't know what you're talking about. He said it again today. I'm a friend to all. No, you're not. A friend to all is a friend to none. Who says that? I'm a friend to all. I'm a friend to all. Who the heck says that? Thank you guys. If you're enjoying this, please be incredible and smash that like button, that thumbs up. Thank you so much. All right, that's all I'm going to say about that. So I hate this. Um, there's You're using ninjas to give. The reason we call them fake subscribers is because they don't watch videos. The more you do that, the more you're hurting your channel. And YouTube's they're gonna be onto you, and they might even shut you down. But if they don't, they'll just they'll minimize your impressions. Now the algorithm doesn't. They claim that the algorithm is looking first to your subscribers to watch videos. If that shows good numbers, then it'll go out. Impressions will go out to more people. But if your subscribers aren't watching, then it doesn't go out to more people. So you're never going to get people to view. You got to have subscribers that want to see your channel. They don't care about live streams with you guys having your camera off, telling everybody how that you're a friend to all. That's nonsense. I told you that. It's one of the reasons I told you that I'm going to end. I had fun on the light because I like to talk, and you were lucky. You're lucky that you had someone there because the other guys. Shadow is the Welsh husband, and if any of you know what that reference means, the Welsh husband is not allowed. He doesn't have a speaking role in the relationship of the marriage, and the same was true for him. He was the Welsh husband, not far from Wales. Not far. He could have a Wales background. Who knows? From back in the day. So it's just so ridiculous. Hey, Fred, begging us to watch him. Yeah, now he's putting out ultimatums. Your your name shouldn't be driving your channel. Your name should speak for itself. But you haven't built a channel through videos that speak for itself. You're not doing that. You're just looking to scam women, and I don't know why. Or you're looking for a reason to get people to donate to your charity, which isn't a real charity. I'm giving money away. Where are the receipts? A lot of people say, I'll believe in God if you show me some actual proof. God's showing you the proof, and you don't want to believe it. The thing that there's no proof of is evolution. It's the origin of species, I guess, is the most important book. All it is drawings. Somebody just went through a series of drawings that convinced a lot of people who had no other information, and they still believe it because they're not looking at other information because they're ignorant. And a lot of them have degrees, and there's this idea you can't take my education away. Yeah, but it's a non-education. But I have it. I'm a degree holder. I can get a job. Good luck with that. A degree will get you in the door. It won't get you promoted. It'll get you in the door for an interview. A degree from an accredited college, which really isn't anything. So the expats, they won't come here because they're all supporting the porn channels, and they all think that they're going to get more and more girls in the Philippines, not without any idea that these women have families. That's why you're not naming your wife because no one's married you. You're not married. Did you get married on vacation? Correct. Correct. You couldn't say yes. You had to say correct. I don't get it. You're not listening. You're not listening. He wants me back on the show because I talk and I make it funny. I don't want, he's got, no, I don't know where you're getting all these ninjas or how many you have, but even if you have 100, even if you have 150, how long does that take? It probably takes 3 or 4 days for you to like give likes because you got to log into every one of them, and it's a two-step login process. It's like ridiculous. Take him back. Why would I want to do that? A 6-day work week for what? And then not have a life here? I realized a year went by and I said I don't have a life. We don't do because you got to do stuff in the daytime. It's hard to drive at night. You know, for older people, we're not 29 anymore. If we're gonna go places at night, you know, we would be clubbing. I didn't come here to go to the nightclubs. I mean, there's a down in Manila, there's nightclubs, but if you just go to another city and walk in a little bar, there's a lot of little bars. You know, you're taking chances with who you're going to run into. I think I'll go in this bar and pick up a chick, and she'll be Filipina, and she's going to love me. I'll make her some promises. That's going to get you killed. Now, Filipinos are kind. They're not going to start off with, "Oh yeah, I want him dead." They're not thinking that. But when they know you're up to no good, they'll ruin you. They'll ruin you. You're lucky they didn't tie you up on ropes and connect it to their bikes and drive away with you, dragging on the ground. That would kill you. So yeah, and he pretty much took over this live stream. But we are talking about expats. Stop chasing women. Build. Just make yourself a better person. You're not even listening. You're YouTubers, and you're not listening to how to make a better video. Well, I'm focusing on live streams are not the way to go. No one's watching live streams. That's why YouTube put them in a separate category. No, some people are watching, but they're not. It's not going to be It's not must see TV. Been to the Philippines 6 times. Never been to a bar. Well, the restaurants are. They're all built like outdoorsy, so you can get it. Like we went to a bar, but we went there to eat. It's up on the mountain, and we can see down. Beautiful views. We saw the fire. There was a car fire. I don't even know where it was. It was near the airport, but that's on the up. There's Lake Laguna, and then there's the bay. We had to look across, and we could still see it. And we got a little bit of footage, but it's far away. But we can see it. You can see the skyline. It's like city after city after city. It's a beautiful view up there. But even with 4K cameras, that's not really good enough to see that far away. You really need those telescope cameras. Um, so we do go to some of those restaurants where we ordered drinks, um, and we had food. So we had lots of food and drink. And then we had the view, and then the place next to us, we were sitting on the Tai Tai side. There's a street. We're on the street, and then on the other side is Angono, and on my side is Tai Tai. So the singer, the last time we were there, the singer was in our club, so we went in there. We were sitting on the roof, open air. It's not just open windows; it's open air. But the singer was on the other side because they brought him over there because someone in Tai Tai complained about the music and they got shut down. So they let the singer go to the other club. in Ghana, so the complaint doesn't stand there. So it's so funny. But so we had a good time. But we consider that a restaurant, not just a bar. And any bar, I guess you can eat food. So, but we're not hanging there. We just go there once in a while. We're not hanging there, and we don't always drink. So sometimes we're just having the water and the Coke and the pineapple, mango juice, whatever. You know, it was a Friday. We decided to spend a little extra time there. It doesn't matter to me, but it just happened to be a Friday. What's going on? We're buffering. Did we? Oh, YouTube broke my backup to a commercial. Thanks, YouTube. So we know that's working. Oh, wonderful. All right, back to the live activity. I bought beer and take it home to drink with my father-in-law. Corona. Corona beer, yeah. Mm, yeah. So, I mean, that's the scene here. So you're not just going to go. They don't have Studio 54 here, or, in Boston, it would have been. What were some of the. I was a DJ, so, I mean, I knew some of the clubs. Narcissus. I don't. You might be able to get an appetizer, but it's mostly just chips and pretzels. I didn't really know. I never asked, but there's a few big nightclubs in Boston that you can. I never thought of them as places to eat. Just, but that doesn't exist here. Even RJ's has live bands and karaoke and stuff, but it's a restaurant. RJ has a TV channel. RJ Jacinto. Actually, my host was his cousin. Small world, right? I think he knew that, but I never met him to talk. We just connected on Facebook. I think he knew that I was a roommate of one of his cousins, but the families are so big. Everyone's related to somebody in the Philippines, and Westerners don't see that. They just think, oh, gold mine for chicks to have sex with. They don't see it, and they just think it's funny. And we'll see about that, guys. We'll see about. I'm not afraid to say anything. I'm not afraid. I have a protector. I have more than one protector. They'll tie you to their bikes and drive, and you will drag until you are dead. Hey, what's he dragging? It's a person. They're not going to investigate it. They're not. They are not going to investigate. Analytics. Let's analyze. Oh, 380 views already. The peak, we hit an early peak of 27, and then we hit a recent peak of 48. So YouTube opened up the floodgates. Hour and a half? No, closer to two. Oh no, that's the 48. So not quite 50. That's awesome. Stop chasing women, expats, fucking dickheads. And those are just the YouTubers. So heaven knows if they're putting the mellow stuff on YouTube that they can get away with. This is a gold mine. It's beautiful. Dumaguete is the best place in the world. Why would I go to live in Dumaguete? Because the predators live there, and they're all saying, "This is the great place. This is great." Why? 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 Hercules. The predators live there. It will all come back to bite them in the ass. Yeah, or the face. Everything comes out. There's more doing it than we know, though. All these videos. This is great. You see these two guys that speak English. They're from the West, and they're in Dumaguete for a short time, and then they make a video together. It's like, who does that? I'm not here to see the other Westerners. And then somebody did a video, and I'm not saying he's a predator. He did a video that's like, you have to have expats to lean on and make friends with. So I don't know. I reject that. I have a family. Um, they're not going to turn on me. Nobody knows what's ahead if something happens to one of us. I don't know. You have to have all this insurance money for hospital care because you're going to need the hospital. Why would I come here thinking I need a hospital? So what? If I pass away, I pass away. You know, I don't take pills, prescription pills, and I don't take vitamins. My dentist said, "Don't you take vitamins?" No, no. We eat good. We eat good food. We live richly. I'm not making. Sunshine's Shoulders said that he hinted around that he's living on 3,800. That's a lot of money. I don't have nearly that much, and I'm living richly. I'm doing fine here. But that's just me. Not everybody can find this because they ain't looking for it. They're looking for quick sex. I knew Norma was right after. It didn't take 17 months. It was close to it, but we never talked about sex. It's the last thing we talked about. And guess what? It comes every week. It come every day if I wanted it, but there's more to life than just banging your chick or banging chicks. Because you bring them all in your life, and then they hate you. You can't get rid of anyone you have sex with. They're there. And you hurt them, and if you come back, they're going to pay you back. Um, Not by seeing you, but by having the men in their family see you. Your days are numbered if you think you're going to come back here. In your friends on your live stream, I can kick anybody's ass. Anybody, really? Why didn't you fight Mike Tyson? I've seen him pulverize some monsters before. Mike Tyson's 5'10". He's knocked out men 6'5", 6'4", 6'3". Lennox Lewis always avoided him, and then finally, when Tyson was worn out, Lewis fought him and won. But he didn't knock Tyson out. I don't think. I can't give you the details of the fight, but Tyson may have fallen. Your wife's in doing it. Okay, so yeah, but to sit there and tell me it's the greatest place in the world just because you're there, um, that's what expats are doing. How do you know it's the greatest place in the world? How do you know? First of all, you're paying too much for rent. We're all talking about buying property and building houses. For whom? You're not going to be the owner unless it's for your wife. That's fine. Nothing wrong, but it won't be yours. If you're not married and you buy property for your girlfriend, that's not going to end well. You're going to lose that. At some point in time, you'll lose it. I mean, you could be there for 1-2 years, but if you Norma said just because we're married doesn't mean I can't. She could kick me out. She's the owner. What am I going to do? Tell her I want all my stuff back? It's just stuff. That doesn't work. I want my stuff back. How am I going to carry it? Who's going to help me get it out? Get out. It's hers. No, you don't give. You don't take back gifts. Those are her gifts. I want my stuff back. Well, that's never going to happen. You might as well just count your blessings and move on. But then what would I be? If I don't fight for this, what would that make me? That would make me an expat. I'm still an expat, but that's why I'm doing a message to expats. Stop chasing women. This live stream started off all screwed up because my tripod to hold the phone was a mess, and I fumbled it because it's not my normal tripod. It's my Norma's tripod, and it wasn't right. And then I accidentally went live. I accidentally touched the button, and I didn't know I was live. And it's a mess. I gotta fix that. I don't know what to do. I hate having to fix the live streams, but I built a cement house for my mother-in-law in the mountains. Oh, 10,000 for the 10,000 what? US dollars for the house, 2,000 for electricity. Had to run lines and put in telephone poles. You're talking US dollars, right? Are they together? Is the mother-in-law and the father-in-law? Once you're married, you're always married to that person here in the Philippines. But are they living together? That's my question. They could live apart and still be married. A lot of Filipinos do that. That's what a lot of women will tell guys. The women that are once married, the Filipinos that are married, they'll tell a foreigner, yeah, but I don't know where he is. He's been gone now for 10 years. And then the foreigner will start living with her and buying her things. And there's a chance that that guy comes back. I want to play a piece of that action. Yeah. Jeepney J, Biggie, you're not broke. You're rich. Sunshine Shoulders did a video saying, "Expats, you are rich, even though you think Western and that you don't have a lot of money, but to a Filipino, you're living wealthy." And then I said, and then he hinted around that he works on 3,800 income. I don't have that much money, and I feel rich. This is a little bit. I have a little bit of savings and some income, but the income's not that high. So, but we have stuff. Norma owns this house. I'm sure you've all probably thought that already. The house, there's no payments on the house. There's a tax payment. So, if we need a new refrigerator and table and chairs, and we've got a beautiful dining room table and chairs. She already had a good one, but we put that outside. We covered it, and there's a plastic um, tablecloth on it, and it's wood. It's beautiful. I think it's mahogany, some kind of wood. Wooden chairs. We put that out because it's covered. The rain can't hit it. So we have some good stuff here. Jeepney J. Yeah, the Jeepneys. Well, no, I do videos too, but we're gonna focus on the. Norm and I will sit and talk and chat, and those will be our main focus right now. It's hard to get that just right. So I, if I struggle, I'll just go over it until I get it right, and then I'll edit that out. That's the mistake I made. And then I got to figure out how to create a hook. And so that's where I am right now. I'm broke. You're you're a Westerner and you're employed. You're not broke. Filipinos may be broke, but they're not stupid. Sometimes I say to myself, as a whole, are Filipinos stupid? But they think differently. DD's third anniversary live stream tomorrow. You are all welcome. You're not listening, Darren. You haven't listened to a word I've said, which is why I have a problem with you. You're a typical expat that you do what you do and you don't listen to anybody. Fuck them. I don't need to listen. I know everything. I don't need to listen. Anyone that thinks they know everything and they don't need to listen, and that they're here to help all, a friend to all is a friend to none. I didn't make that up. Socrates said that. The Greek philosopher. What surprises? Nobody wants 10 subs or whatever. Nobody wants that. You're giving me material because every time you say something, you said that 2 years ago, and you're still saying the same things. Are you even listening to me? See, that's the problem. The expats that are the problem, chasing women, they don't listen to anybody. Who is the lucky lady to get more views and stuff? No, they're not. A view has to be real. They can't just give a view. You have to actually watch. People get paid to go to follow links. You should see what it looks like. There's cell phones pinned to a wall, and there's hundreds of cell phones, and they go to channels and they watch a video for like 1 or 2 minutes, and then they go to the next link and the next link, and those are the people buying subs and views and all that shit. Nobody twerks. No one ever twerked. It was never right. It never worked. So why are you saying I don't want to? That's the reason. One of the reasons I quit the show. Number one, you don't listen. You're not truthful, which makes you a liar. And no one ever twerked. The problem with buying subs is they don't watch videos. That's okay because I get a couple of good videos. He just copied mirror ads. What? Twerking after you starting out off your live stream with 100 likes, so you're gonna have to start by twerking. I don't. How does that happen? How does that happen? Because you get nobody comes to watch an upcoming live stream and give it a like. That doesn't. Maybe 1 or 2 people or 3. Um, so I did most of the talking on your live stream when we did the collaboration, and when I didn't get as many thumbs up because your thumbs up were fake. Can you buy me 1 million subs? Yeah, go ahead. I'll get the silver button. But that's when they start verifying. I did Gcash too, but it was for the top chatters in the live stream. It was just to come into the live stream. It wasn't to come up the ladder or to give me thumbs up or anything like that. Free bananas. Why are you saying that, Darren? No, free bananas doesn't help people. That's only for. So you only have so many bananas. Once you give me my however many you have, I can only take that one unless you're undoing them and giving them back to me. I would do it because you're nice, but I'm broke, so I can't. 100 watch hours. Who's getting 100 watch hours? Who's doing that? You can't just run videos on channels. You can only do that once. Hey, you can't give the same person the same 100 watch hours over and over. YouTube doesn't allow that. You guys don't know how YouTube works. That's the other thing. I can talk about, living in Dumaguete and getting all these women to to be with me and all this stuff, and like, but it doesn't make it right. 1/60th of an hour. What's 1/60th of an hour? That's a second, right? That's a minute. Actually, it's 1 minute, right? 60 seconds. Yeah, but did you watch 100 hours? You can only do that once. So if you did it 3 years ago. He's got the same videos. You can only give the same video one watch. You can't keep watching it. It's not. YouTube will stop those videos. YouTube will ask you if you're still watching, and they'll stop it. That doesn't work. See, when you go to his studio and he only has 100 watch hours of videos in the last 365 days, and I say, okay, that's Darren's 100 watch hours, but he's nowhere near 1,000, and he needs 4,000. That was 3 years ago. I bet you he still has about 100 watch hours. He's got nothing. But he thinks you're helping him. But he won't listen to any advice. He'll listen to zero advice. And you're not even giving advice. You're just telling everybody they're going to win prizes and stuff. It's like you're not helping them. They don't even know how it works. Freaking Fanatic Guide knows how it works, but when he's on your channel, he ain't talking. He's only there to answer questions. He's not taking the lead and doing the talking. I just watch movies, or you can learn more out of an old movie or reading a book than you can doing anything else. The live streams do nothing for me. See, you say that every time you get here now, and you say Jerry has a sad life. So what are you doing to get him out of that room? You're confined to a wheelchair. That doesn't mean your life is sad and you can't do anything. He can come out of that room and get video. There are a lot of people in wheelchairs. I know a preacher that has no arms and legs. He gets on a rollerboard or skateboard or whatever that is, platform, and he tells people he's the luckiest man alive. And don't feel sad for me. I have a better life than most of you watching this right now. If you're on YouTube, watching me, I can only hope that the Lord is good to you as well as myself. Praise the Lord. People that reject God, I know how to get rid of him, Brett. I'll just pray for him. Darren, you mind if I pray for you? Heavenly Father, we praise you for being the one with the strength to and the power of the Holy Spirit to show us all the word, the truth, Lord, and the light and the life. Lord, we praise you for having the power of creating everything in this world for all of us. Please, Lord, through your Spirit, touch Darren and show him the error of his ways and the steps needed to see the truth. First, he needs the truth. He needs to know the first truth, Lord, which is that in the beginning, you, Lord, created the heavens and the earth. That's only the first truth. Then you need to know the second truth, and so forth. But you need to understand that, and I pray that you will know that truth, Darren. And stop telling me about Jerry and Ellie, which I already know about. You're not doing anything to help them. Saying that you're helping people doesn't make it so. I got 2 cups of tea, so I don't need to gird up for a refill. There are people with no legs that race wheelchairs. Yeah, I know a preacher with no arms and legs, and he smiles every video. He says that he's lucky. Thank you for coming in, guys. If you're enjoying the shows, just touch the 3 dots and smash that thumbs up, or the thumbs up right under the video on computer. Thank you, guys. If you do that, I'll be forever grateful. Talking about expats, we got a couple of them in here. I don't know, maybe we have more watching that aren't posting. Stop chasing women. I can't stand the guys that are doing videos talking about, I'm in the greatest place in the world and I've got women. I'm having sex with all sorts of women. Or they have one and then they get rid of her, or they lose her and then they get another one. It's like without working on themselves, they think, well, I afforded this vacation, therefore that's all the good work I need to do. Um, Nothing good will come to you if you think that way. Um, Derek Thomas was in a wheelchair and he died because he couldn't live a life in a wheelchair, so he didn't last. He didn't last 8 months. It wasn't even a year. So expats are kidding themselves. The problem is they don't listen. They have things in their head that they think they're going to move forward with, and that's who they are, and they do that. And then they make some of them are making videos. This is great. Those are the predators. You think you're just going to like sexually attack women and have sex with them and all this crap, and you don't realize that their family to a Filipina comes first. I'm important in Norma's life, but I'm not the most important. When she says it's Kuya's birthday or his wife's birthday or his mother-in-law died or it's cousin's birthday or nephew's birthday, I have to celebrate. I'm going to be a part of that. I can't just say no. Because she'll say, okay, I'm going. Sometimes they come here, but usually it's we got to go somewhere. And if I keep skipping those things, which I don't, it won't be good. It won't be as good for me as it could be. Just ate an Outshine fruit bar. What's Outshine? Outshine? What is that? There's some things in the West that are different than what I'm familiar with. Is that a brand name? Outshine? Yeah, if you're eating food in packages, you're not eating the most healthy thing. I mean, I love Lay's potato chips, but I won't eat them every day. Every once in a while we'll get a bag. But if you're eating food where you have to tear open the package or box, in the U.S., companies that produce food in a bag or a box, if the box is cardboard, if the bag is wax or cellophane or whatever it is, they are also required to list the key ingredients, sodium and sugar and calories and all that nonsense. If you're eating those foods, you're not. I'm not saying I don't eat them, but it's not the healthiest way to eat. It's not really the most. The most important food is fish, chicken, beef, lamb, and green and cabbage. Now, broccoli, cauliflower, and asparagus and spinach, they're all forms of cabbage. That's what we're talking about. Can't read that. Silas Log, welcome, good morning. It's still morning time here, still a little bit more morning in the Philippines. It's 11:47 a.m. Thank you for coming in, guys. Thank you so much. I'll give you a jacket, seeing as you subscribe. Your dad's older sister lived in Seattle. She was a nurse. Awesome. Awesome. Most Filipinos are nurses that leave the country for employment. Many of them are nurses. I should say many are nurses. Nursing is the number one export for Filipino jobs, I believe. Nursing and housekeepers. Hard to leave. Brett stopped supporting Ellie 2 years ago. Yeah, because he's not helping himself. Help me help you, or I can't keep helping you. I can't keep helping somebody that has no clue. I'm sorry, but I'm here for a reason. I didn't come here to help, a helpless person in Australia. That's not why I exist. So to take them who don't know better and to make them think that you're helping them, that's the worst thing you can do because you're not helping them. Thank you, Silas Logs. Thank you. Did I say that right? Silas? I don't know how else to say that. Um, oh, wait. I'm going to go. wait. Oh, where the heck? I know it's not working. Hold on. Okay, all right. Unbelievable. It's unbelievable. 34. Another peak of 34 concurrent views. This is a peak and valley live stream, 460 views. Thank you guys for coming in. If you're enjoying the show, and I know it got quiet for a second there. If you're enjoying the show and you haven't already smashed that like button, go ahead and do that, guys. And if you're chatting, thank you for subscribing. So, thank you. Don't forget to watch a video. YouTube will take that away. Even when I watch video, the channel that I watch the most, they have 3.4 million subscribers. I watch them as much as I watch anybody, and YouTube keeps unsubscribing me because there's a similar type channel that I don't like. There's something about them that I don't like, and YouTube likes. So YouTube keeps showing me their videos for impressions, and they keep unsubscribing me to the channel I like. Why? No. Why they're doing that? I think there's a number of employees that are doing that. I think it's manual. It's not automatic, and I don't understand why they're doing that. It doesn't make sense. So there are things that YouTube's doing that, that are against what they're saying they're doing, but I can't specify that exactly. So I'm not sure who Silas is. That could be Darren. I'm not sure. Go to channel. He's got no. He's got 10,000 subscribers. I don't think that's Darren. Thank you. You don't have enough videos, though. I'll tell you that right now. Silas, I'll subscribe. Let's watch a video. And I'll tell you why you don't have enough videos. You you don't. I'm gonna watch your short. Akara Mapeni Dui. It's got 1,000 views. I'm gonna watch that one. All right. I'll even give it a 10 thumbs up. You should 1,197 views done yesterday's. You should have more thumbs up. Why not? Thank you. No, I don't think that's Darren. I just think he's here to be here. Thank you for stepping in. I'm watching your video. So we've had some nice peaks. The really good peaks makes 27 look like a small mountain, a small hill. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for coming in. Oh, what else? Expats, stop chasing women. You think because you come to a foreign country and then somebody lies with you, you then you think all of a sudden you're a dating expert and you're going to go all over YouTube telling everybody about it. That's the most asinine thing is that everyone when you're jumping from girl to girl and you're telling me you're a dating expert, here's what you don't know. If you're not ready for marriage, you're not ready for dating. Dating is for people considering marriage. And you need, for your own good, you need to stop that mentality. That's the Westerners' mentality. The West, America, Canada, in some regards Mexico, but they're screwed up. Great Britain, in Western Europe, and Canada, they're all screwed up. They don't think right. You, the majority of you just think wrong, and you're here to screw everybody up. You're not going to change. You're certainly not going to westernize the Philippines because they prefer. It would be a big mistake for them to do that. Westerners think, well, they don't do that in America because America's screwed up. Everything's going wrong. All the historians are saying that everything's going wrong in America. Before Trump was elected, key Democrats were saying, if he gets elected, I'm leaving the country. No, you didn't leave the country because you're not the kind of people that would be able to leave the country. Just because you have a social studies degree from a college that's creating easier ways to get degrees doesn't make you an intellectual, even though you think you are. If you have people telling you how to think, the social justice warriors, they're telling you how to think at your college, and you're not allowed to speak out. That's not an education. It's not an education. So, expats, but that's what you're all coming from. Stop chasing women. When, when I stopped chasing women, I found the right girl. You have to be the right guy. Oh, I'm a nice guy. Stop calling yourself a nice guy. I'm so pissed off right now. I don't know how you can listen to me. You probably have the volume down, but you're saying the same things you said 2 and 3 years ago. And you're doing the same thing on the live stream. You can't say that. That's a bad word. Yeah. YouTube doesn't allow that. They're gonna take us down. No, not on my channel. Oh, you freaking idiots. And then I would have people in my chat too. Why are you saying that? That's bad. And now I notice they go to his chats and they don't come to mine. If you do come to mine, you're not chatting. It's like, no, I don't get notified about you. Well, you would if you went to Who's Live Now, which on the homepage you don't do that. So you're just looking at your notifications because you selected me not to be notified to you because you can't stand the truth. If you hate the truth, nothing good will come of. That's why nothing good is happening in your lives. And you're all the same. You all have nothing good in your lives because, not because I don't like you, it's because you hate the truth. And you say things that are untrue. You don't believe in the truth. You think that your life was created by accident, by nothing. Nothing created your DNA, really. That's how I think the people that they know calculus and they can technically call themselves a physicist. They think they know everything, and that's utterly ridiculous. Silos, nobody knows everything, but you can know the first truth. And the people that reject the first truth have lives that with nothing going that's any good. There's no good happening in your life because you're rejecting the first truth. And I'm going to tell you that. You're rejecting the first truth, therefore nothing is happening in your life. And I notice the people that question me, you can't say that on YouTube. Why? I just did. It's YouTube. No, go to Darren's channel and he's helping you. He's helping all good things happen to you. That's why your channels are all going well right now, because he's helping you. You all have 14,000 subscribers and millions of thumbs up don't pay a penny. They don't pay anything. Thumbs up doesn't pay. Why is that? I see a live stream with 187 thumbs up, and then I go see the number of views, and it's less views. It's like, that's how you know you're not getting the views. It's me, Jonah. Thank you, Jonah. Thank you so much. I'm on the portrait view. I can't post any chats, so that's not going to happen. Thank you. Thank you for stepping in. Expats, you fools. You fools. I'm trying to be funny. Now, just because you make a mistake or you commit a transgression Now, Darren, if you're still watching, you committed a transgression and you're making mistakes. Instead of listening to me and asking for forgiveness, you're doubling down on saying the same thing, which tells me you're rejecting God. You're rejecting the first truth, which is that God created you. How how else? Someone said, "How do you know?" And I said, "How do you think you got here? Do you think you're just a cosmic accident? How do you think material got here? I don't believe in what I can't see. Why? How do you think you got here? Oh, Charles Dawkins created me. He's a smart guy. He created me. He created my DNA. We can't fathom how to create DNA. We can see it. All the things that we said are unprovable are being proven. And then we're so stuck in the past, we think it's still unproven. It's sad actually. It's ridiculous. Very sad. It's me, Jonah. Thank you for coming in, Jonah. And who else? Silence, Lawns, Hercules, Brett. Darren's here. Who else? I know there's somebody else here watching, but they won't chat. That J Mike guy, he's just full of shit. How else do you think you got here? My mother created me. She doesn't. All she knew how to do is, and I don't want to. I don't want to step on the honor of anyone's mother, but your mother didn't do much to bring you here. She did more after you were born than she did. Well, she carried you, so that is a saying a lot. But she didn't create what went inside her. She didn't create that. My first wife was a wonderful mother to the babies, but then when they reached this, after they were done breastfeeding and all that, she kind of pushed them away. By the time they were 7 or 8, she didn't really want to deal with them at all. You're the father, you deal with them. So I brought them skating, ice skating every week for 15 years, and they didn't appreciate it. Maybe they did. They said they did, but now they forgot about that. So, what have you done for me lately, Dad? Well, you remember that huge check you got recently for the sale of the house your mother owned? Where do you think that fucking came from? I wonder if they know that. But they should know it. It's all the information that they had available to them. They got the money from the first house I bought, and they don't see it that way. Dude, it was mom's house. Yeah, because I signed it over to her. It was originally my house. They don't see it that way. You didn't pay for that. Uh, $85,000 says I did. Kids don't realize that the money you're giving their mother for child support pays for the house that they end up getting the money for years later. My youngest daughter doesn't realize that. You you gave my two sisters, because there's three of them, you gave my two sisters a lot, but you didn't give me anything. So I wrote down $80,000 at the time. There was a little bit more after that. And she didn't know what I was talking about. I said, "That's how much money I gave you." And it turns out she got 100,000. I don't like to talk about exact specific amounts, but um, she got more than that from the sale of the house, which allowed their mother to keep the house. Yeah, it's me, Jonah. Thanks for coming in and hanging out, guys. We had a good number of people coming in and out. They don't stay. They're not all here still, but 500, 503 now, Darren. What do you got to say about that? 503 views. That's real. There's no fake views. If you didn't come in with a real account, it's not there. 500 already so far. And we've only been here an hour and 44. I gotta check the water reservoir. That's gotta be full. I gotta check that, and I'll be right back. I'm gonna dump that. Oh, all right. Thank you for sticking around, guys. It's hard to take a break. With one person, it's hard to break. Sorry about that. Thank you for hanging out, though. What else can we talk about? Expats, stop chasing women. Stop chasing women. All men should take that advice. I don't know why. Men reach a certain age, 50, 60. Some of them are in their late 40s. They come here on vacation. A lot of military men think, well, I'm deprived because the military kept me from being on vacation. And that's what happens when you work, too. Um, you don't always take vacations. I went 4 years without a vacation. At my last job, my hotel controller position, my airport, Boston Hotel. I was there 10 years. My first 4 years, I didn't have a vacation. And then in 2014, I came here. And I just thought, I want to go to the Philippines. And then, so for 7 years, I was taking 2 week vacations here. And I fell in love with the place. And I thought, it's so peaceful here. And I was only in Luzon, but there's so many places to go. It's not just Manila. But I loved it. It's like all the expats in the Visayas are like, "Oh, Manila sucks. Manila sucks." All you know is what the airport smells like. It, it doesn't suck. I'm not in the busy old part of the city in a little cramped place. That's true. I'm not there, but we all have to find where we belong, and I belong here. So we're going to Samar, Eastern Visayas. We'll be there about a week. We're not going to go too long. Um, but we'll fly to Tacloban Leyte. I think it's Leyte, and then we'll drive up to one of the bridges to bring us into Samar, and then we'll be here for about a week or so. So it's going to be beautiful. I'm not saying Visayas isn't beautiful. I'm just saying it's not the only place. I like it here. This is our home. We have an 8-foot wall surrounding us. Um, but I don't chase women, and I stopped doing that. And it's not because I'm too old. When I was younger, it was like, I have a girlfriend or I don't, whatever, or I'm married. There's no you don't chase women. It doesn't make you a man. Chasing women and getting, 5, 6, 7, 8 women to have sex with you, that does not make you a man. It's going to haunt you. All it will do is haunt you. Right, Melody Shorts Music? We got all these expats chasing women. You're all middle-aged or older, and you all think you have to do that for whatever reason. I need to date people. Speaking, if you don't know how you're going to date, there are people that can help you, and they'll talk to you. They'll set you straight. Maybe you're having trouble with the profile or finding the right girls to start saying hello to. FilipinaChristian.com is one of those places that they are a service, not an app. They're a service. They'll help you. They'll talk to you. They'll get you moving in the right direction. Um, Talk to them today. Go to my channel and right in the as soon as I finish with the live stream, I'll put it in there. It will be in the description link. Or if you're just looking for help with visa, it's FilipinoVisa.com, and I'll put the exact address in the link as well. Um, if you're interested in that, though, that's the way to go, guys. They can help you, and you will find the right girl, as opposed to chasing women and fooling around with numbers of girls. They'll get you moving on the right track to your future life, guys. All right, do that instead. There's no easy way to say it because it ticks me off the way these guys do these videos. We're the only ones that know how to get girls, and you should listen to us because down below we have information that can help you guys get started on womanizing. We can show you the ropes. I'll give you dating advice. Oh really? Oh really? You married guys don't know how it works. Yeah, because you're not supposed to chase women. That's trouble. And then there are the men who don't listen. They've got it all solved in their head. They're just gonna dictate what they say. What you said 3 years ago is still what you're saying. That's nonsense. It is afternoon time on a Friday, May 10th, guys. It's Friday. It's gonna be a great day. It's still cloudy here. I don't know why. It wasn't 100% chance of rain. I'm not sure if it might rain here or it might break into sunshine. Let's check that out. So, Luzon, I'll check the weather in a minute. Luzon goes so far east to the north of the Visayas. I'm not looking by province. I'm looking. So when you get to the east of Lake Laguna, I guess you could drive 15 hours. It's just small cities after small cities until you get to Naga. Oh, there's Legazpi. Legazpi's farther than Naga. And then Legazpi City. And then you still got some ways to go. You got about 5 or 6 more cities to go until you get to Matnog. And then, obviously, you still have to get to the coast and then catch a ferry. There are ferries that go to, and that goes so far east. That goes as east as Central Visayas. So it's as east as Cebu, but it's far north, right? And you're still in Luzon. So now, if you go further east to Samar, then actually Samar actually is eastern Visayas, which I did not know. So Samar and Leyte are eastern Visayas, even though they reach to central Visayas. But it's still considered eastern. So that's where we're going to go. We'll fly to Tacloban and we'll in Leyte, and then we'll drive up to past Tacloban City. What's the name of that bridge? I think it's Cabalawan is the name of the city. Cabalawan, Tacloban. I don't know. I don't know. What's the name of that bridge, though? It's the Maharika Highway, the Pan Philippines Highway. It's the San Juanico Bridge. San Juanico. That is a big, long bridge. Not sure how long that bridge is, but it is. But there's scenic views. We're gonna get some scenic views there. Not sure what. San Juanico Bridge. I think it's San Juanico. I don't know if it's San Juanico. Let's see where we want to go. Anyway, that's where we're going, and then we'll stay in Samar. So how long is that? Does it say? All right. It's 2,164 meters, 1.34 miles. So when you look at the map, it doesn't look that far because you're, way up on the mountain. That doesn't look so far. And when you zoom in, it's like that's a long way. You can't walk that. I don't think. All right. Oh, Silas, are you still here? I subscribe to you. Silas Logs, I subscribe to you. 509. We're slowing down here. I guess I gotta end it. Time to end it, guys. We're not gonna reach 3 hours, I don't think. What time is it? 2.5 hours. Yeah, we're gonna end it. 2.5 hours, 509 views. That's a lot of views for 2.5 hours. So put that in your put that in your marijuana pipe and smoke it, guys. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching. Thank you for hitting thumbs up if you did that. Not too many thumbs up. Thank you. Thanks for not liking me. That's okay. Thank you, guys. I'm going to end it. How do I end it? See ya. I got to go. See you next time. It won't be too long. Melody, bye. Thank you for coming in. Jonah, Melody, John, Brett, Darren, thanks, guys, for coming on.